So OpenAI have launched a new tools icon for ChatGPT, and in this video, going to look at where it's located and how it works. So if we drop down to the prompt area, see that there's this new icon here with this symbol. I guess it looks a bit like a toolbox. If we hover over it, we've got a tooltip that says View Tools. And if we select it, we've got four functions or tools that actually sit within ChatGPT. So let's go through these in more detail. So if we look at Picture uses DALL.E technology. Now, with this option, I guess it's handy that you've got it on the new tools menu here, but entirely convinced that you actually need it, because if we put in a prompt that says something like create a photo of a young man drinking a coffee, let's say on the beach, for example, and fire that off as a photo, it will invoke or use DALL-E technology. And as you can see, it is now working on creating a photo that I have requested. And there we go. So is there really any need for the option for DALL-E? Don't think so. So if we then go down to the next option, which is, well, actually just to start off a fresh prompt here. So if we now go down to the next option, which is search, again, I would actually question the use of this, because you've got the icon actually sitting here within the main prompt area. So I'd say this has got even less use, because it's just a duplicate of what we've got here. But however, this function is super useful for real-time internet search. And if I select it, what happens is that that icon goes enabled, which happens when you click it anyway. So there we go. That's how that one works. If I just uncheck that and go back, then we've got the reason model, which perhaps there is more purpose to this one, because it is more convenient having it located near the prompt area. Otherwise, I'd have to go to the top here and select the O1 reasoning model here. Let's just demonstrate how that one works. So if we go to reason here, you'll see that it comes up with the word reason in blue, and I can paste in a prompt that I've previously saved around creating a social media strategy with some action points for NILC. So it's just taken a couple of seconds to do that, and it's now come back with the report and a strategy in, for reason, actually super quick type. Sometimes the reason model takes a bit longer from regular ChatGPT. So pretty detailed strategy there, and obviously we could carry on querying it for more specific details or expansion if we wanted. So just back to fire up a new chat and go for the final and perhaps most interesting option and tool here, which is Canvas. So the release of this new tools icon actually coincides with the official release of Canva. Previously, it was in beta, and I've done a video all about the functionality of Canvas, and I do find this a really, really useful tool. And once again, it was possible to select Canvas from the menu at the top. They've actually removed that option there, so they haven't removed it for the reason model. So the only place that you can access it now is here on this tools menu. So if I select that, we've got Canvas in blue, and then I can put in any type of content that I want to create or edit or code, and Canvas will work. So for example, if I put in write a social media post for NILC promoting the, let's say, the agile project management course, then we can just send that off. Very brief prompt there, but you'll see how Canvas works here. We've got a sort of split screen. We've got the right-hand side that I can go in and edit directly if I wanted to. So I could just sort of change that word, let's say, to certificates there, just as an example. So you can directly edit, you can directly type in here, and you've got your prompt area on the left rather than below, which kind of like makes it easier to work with. And not only that, you get a prompt area within the document itself. So you can see this little plus symbol. So if I want to make some changes to this paragraph here, sentence, I can actually put that in there. I won't go into too much more detail on this because, as I said, I have done a separate video on it, but just very briefly, you've also got some editing tools down below, which is pretty handy, and some options here to show changes, to reverse changes, and to redo any changes that you've made, and you've got a copy and paste icon there. So that is Canvas. If we just go back and fire up a new prompt just to make a few other observations. So with Canvas, it's kind of like similar to the picture one in that, but not quite. So if you ask it to write a long document, then it will automatically trigger Canvas. But there is more use to this function because if you're doing a social media post, like we just did a bit of short form content, then it won't trigger Canvas automatically. However, if I did something like create 800 or 700 word blog post on, let's just typo there, post on social media trends, typing not so good today, for 2025 and fire that off, then, okay, so interestingly, it hasn't invoked Canvas, but that kind of like proves my point because by using this new option on the tools menu, you are forcing it to use Canvas. So I think to play safe, if you want to use Canvas editing with the right and left style and the additional editing tools, now that it's official, then do select that there. So I would say this new tools icon, in summary, is useful because it does bring four really handy options and tools together. But perhaps some of the options on here are more useful than others. And certainly the most useful tool and the most useful placement of it is Canvas within this new icon. Hope you found that useful.